Hello YouTube, welcome to the video. Today we are getting a new windscreen on the ZX. Getting a professional fit in it, however I've been getting a few things ready so that it'll be a quicker job. So first things first, we took the scuttle panels off. There's one here and there's one here. Now to take those off, you first have to take the wiper blades off, which you've got a 14mm bolt there and a 14mm bolt there. There'll be a couple of caps on them, so you get those bolts off, and then you'll have several clips, or you might not, because half the time they go missing in there. And in this one here, this one you have to take off first because this one overlaps that one. So you get your white blades off, you take that one off, then you take that one off, then that clears the bottom part of the windscreen. Up the top here you've got two bits of trim. You've got this bit here which is glued to there, but you've got another little bit what sort of sits in this channel here. Well, I've already pulled that out. And then the last thing is these A-pillar trims here, they need to come out. I'm going to let the professional take them out, because what you've got in here, you've got some little white clips in here. Basically, I'll show you on this little bit here is one of these. It goes on the other side, but this one doesn't stay on. So you've got these little white clips, and what you have to do is, depending whether it's on that way or that way, which you won't know, one of them's one way and one's the other way. There's just one clip in the top here. You have to either slide this down or slide it up, depending which way it is, to release it from the clip, then pull it up a little bit so that it's free of the clip, and then the whole rail can slide out like that. And hopefully you won't break the clip, but if you do, you can get these for a £5 from the Z Centre. So yeah, this is the reason we're replacing it. Got this crack here, developed a couple of weeks ago. I've had to wait a couple of weeks because these windscreens have to be ordered because they're not a stock item. Now the only thing that might be an issue is underneath this trim, it's got a little plastic slidey rail. There's those little slidey clips in here, and then that last clip clips onto the metal work up there. Well, these little slidey clips go in this little plastic rail. This plastic rail kind of goes over and under the windscreen, and then it sticks down. Rumour has it sticks to the windscreen, but it might stick to the A-pillar. We don't know until the professional gets here and tries to take it off. Then we'll see whether it's possible or not, or whether those pieces need ordering and replacing as well. So this is Steve from National Windscreens, who is fitting my new windscreen. Just taking the old one out. We've taken, well, Steve has taken this trim off, pull that back, lift it off, slides out. Now there's been a lot of talk on the 300ZX forums that you have to replace the white plastic strips in here when you do the windscreen because they're under the windscreen. Well, if you look here, it's attached to the A-pillar here. It's not under the glass. The glass is glued to the actual frame, so you do not need to replace these at all. Obviously, if you'd like a new one, or mine here is coming away at the top a little bit, but the rest of it's stuck, yeah, it'll be good to replace it, but you don't have to. So time to get the windscreen out. I have a feeling this one's not coming out in one piece. No. Well, it looks like Steve's having to use every trick in the book, and probably somewhat not in the book as well, because Nissan either used some really good glue or they did a shit job of fitting the window in the first place. Well, that's out, and that was well, stuck. So yeah, that's probably going to need a little bit of cleaning up. A little bit of well, it's not rust, it's rust dust. It's dust from the rust, not even surface rust. Yeah, happy with that. Well, my car doesn't have aircon because the aircon compressor's missing, but it has aircon now. So yeah, Steve's just cleaning up all the crap so that there's a nice smooth surface to stick the new windscreen to. Just tell the viewers how long it took to get that last one out.
About 40 minutes.
How long does it normally take to get a windscreen out?
I could normally do a complete job in that time.
So that basically means Nissan's really good at sticking windscreens in.
Yeah. That is minimal bond.
So this is why the windscreen is so hard to take out. There's not much glue on it, basically.
Probably about a mil or two depth.
So yeah, that's all been cleaned up even, and now the sealant is going on. So this has already been prepped up, but didn't film that. And the tape here, that's what holds it in the car. So, moment of truth. Is it the same shape? So that's what the tape's for. Yeah, the tape's to stop it sliding down on the glue while the glue's setting. So luckily on my car, I've got little blocks in here to stop it sliding down, but sometimes it can slide down, hence the tape. And we've still got a little gap here as well, so we get the weather stripping back in. So just refitting the A-pillar trims. Now when I painted the car and I put these back on, I thought you have to slide them all down there and then struggle backwards and forwards to get that on, but it turns out you put that bit on and then they just yeah, they sort of go under there and just clip in. So A-pillar trims back on. Yeah, that one didn't play ball, but that one went on nicely, but they're on now. So yeah, the window's in. I'm gonna put these scuttle plans back in shortly with the windscreen wipers, and put the T-tops back in and the A-pillar internal trims. Quick question, Steve.
Yep.
How long before I can drive that?
45 minutes.
45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Oh, perfect. By the time I've got all the trim back on it, it'll be ready.
Yep, definitely.
So time to put the scuttle panels back in. So start with the driver's side. So it kind of goes up here. It goes under the window here. Well, not under the window, under the trim, which is always going to be fun to get in. You have to kind of get that in there somehow. And then line it up with these here as well. So that's basically where it sits. Now what you should have is you should have some special clips what go in here, and these clips you can get from Nissan, but they cost 4 kidneys and I've only got 2. So what I've got is these similar-ish clips from the Alfords, and I've only got 2. So we'll just put these in here. They kind of work as a kind of a locator, because it's not going to come off anyway, because they're in there, and it's going to be bolted on with that and that for the wiper blades. Now I've got this one here for the other side. This one here also slides up under here somewhere, like so, she says. It's going to be interesting. And in here, so yeah, that's got to go underneath that bit of trim there. Which is going to be awkward. Now these trims, they can slide a bit, so this trim probably needs to slide up a bit. So yeah, got this one in off camera. There's a little slit in here which is smaller than that, and that goes in that bit what's smaller than it. Yep. And then you kind of try and get it lined up as best you can here. Put your 2 clips in here, which I haven't got Nissan ones, I've got Alpha's ones, but they sort of fit. On this one here, you get a couple of round ones which you can stick the Alpha's ones in, but you got some square ones which you need the Nissan ones specific, but you don't need to have all of them in. If you got these 2 in and you put these bolts on, it'll be fine. So next it's time to fit the wiper blades back on. To do so, what you need to do is you need to bend this bit. It's got a spring in it, so you bend it back like that, and then with your bonnet up, otherwise you ain't going to get access. You're going to put this sort of here, like so. And then we're going to put the bonnet down gently, but not shut it, not slam it. Like so. And then we're gonna position that where we think it needs to be, and then hold it back again and press it on there, like so. So yeah, we're in position. And then we got a 14mm bolt what goes on here. That's not a bolt, that's a nut, but you know what I meant. And we put that on there. We're not going to torque it up a lot, we're just going to, you know, do it so it's on, like so. And then we got a little plastic cap thing here what just covers that over nicely, like so. So went ahead, did this side, so we got both wipers on. That one's there, that one's on there. If you need to adjust them, you can undo your bolt and pull it up a little bit, put it where you want to do, put it back down, tighten your bolt. So as Steve said, 45 minutes-ish drying time before we're allowed to drive it. Just had me dinner and stuff, which is wasted 45 minutes, as well as fitting all the bits of trim back on. So we can take the tape off, like so. Then all we got to do is put this bit of weather strip back in here, because this is a two-part thing. This bit here is glued back against there, and this bit, I'm going to take a look at the other end what looks better. This goes in between the windscreen and there. Now it goes the other way, because the little bit what's sloping up, that goes towards the glass. And that bit there, this bit here goes against this bit. So if we just spin that round, and we're going to attempt to try and get this back in here, which is going to be fun. So yeah, I think it goes right under. We'll soon find out when we get to the other end. So yeah, we just press that in like so. It's a bit more awkward in that place there. So yeah, we've put the weather strip in all along and tucked it under here. Not going to lie, there's a couple of bits here where it's, well, it's in, but it's not in perfect. Maybe the glass isn't quite aligned here, maybe it's a slightly smaller gap, maybe it's just this rubber's kicked up a bit. But it's in for now, so we're going to go drive the car. So car, I haven't driven it for like 2 weeks because I had the crack of the windscreen. And it started first time, which is great. Now we're just going to try the wipers. Just going to put them on a little bit, like so. Turn them off. I'm just going to quickly get out of here. Just go and have a look where they've finished. Well, that one there's finished in about the right place. That one as well, so yep, we don't really need to adjust that, I don't think. Well, that's how you fit a front windscreen on a Nissan 300ZX twin turbo or a non-turbo. Big thanks to Steve from National Windscreens for doing the professional part of fitting it. I would advise you do not try and fit a windscreen yourself unless you know what you're doing. Get a professional to do it. However, this video does show you that you do not need to replace the white bits of plastic under there, because they are attached to the A-pillar and not the glass, as rumour has it. And if you want, you can take these bits and pieces off here yourself, which can save you a bit of time getting your windscreen fitted. Anyway, if you found this useful, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.